Here, is it Kai Redford, KR Success Coaching? Oh, there it is.
All right. We are live on Facebook. How exciting.
Okay, now I take
awesome. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to the Thursday night Change Your Life group transformation for salespeople, for leaders, for entrepreneurs. We're so excited. Thank you. I know that you're joining us from all over the world. Probably quite a few of you in California or the US, but I'm sure some of you from all over the world. So right now we are on Zoom webinar, and we at the same time, let me mute participants so we have a clear connection here. Here we go. And at the same time, we are live streaming on Facebook, and I know that's probably where you see us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm actually logging into my Facebook simultaneously so I can see who's joining us on here as this refreshes. There we go. We've got 7 shares. We've got some comments already. Awesome, awesome. Lily Way. All right, so Lily, where are you from? Welcome, welcome to our Zoom webinar. We've got Sean Arnold. We've got Sean B. Yes, welcome, welcome, Sean B. in the house from sunny Southern California.
In the house.
We also have Lily from China. Welcome, welcome to the call. Lily from China. Hey, 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 how's it going? Welcome, welcome to the call. Everybody wave hi to Lily from China. Awesome. We also have Sally Sautel. Sally from Highland, I think, right? Waving hi to Sally from Highland. Hi, Sally. We've got Craig Dinger. Craig, welcome, welcome to the call. Hi, Craig. Please state where you are calling in from, or where you are streaming in from. So Craig, where are you calling in from? Or where are you watching from? What city? Sylvia Patino just joined as well. Welcome, welcome, Sylvia. Sylvia, what city are you in? I think you're in LA. Oh, Craig is from Chatsworth. Welcome, welcome to the call, Craig from Chatsworth. We've got Maria Mendez, Firm Foundation Finances, Ontario, California. We love Ontario. By the way, we work with the mayor of Ontario, Paul Leon. As you know, he's the mayor for the last 12 years of your city. So we work with him very closely. Hi, Maria. Welcome, welcome to the call, Maria. Who else do we have? We're going to be getting started in just a couple of minutes. We've got people dialing in and tuning in from all over the world for other people. We've got Dave Patty. Yes, Dave Patty just joined us. All right. So welcome, welcome. I know we're getting some more people. By the way, drop some hearts if you're joining us, because this is our first training, shall we call it, transformational webinar experience that we've done as a group of leaders. So drop some hearts. Drop some hearts. There we go. We got some hearts coming across board. Send us some love. Send us some thumbs up, thumbs up. Karen Urrutia has joined us. Elisa Mederos. Elisa, what city are you from, Elisa? You're joining us from where? This is awesome. Awesome. Don't you love this? So I'm just going to kind of get started. I know we're welcoming some more people on this as well. And we're just super excited because, as you guys may or may not know, we're a success coaching academy. based here in Los Angeles, California. And we have some amazing leaders on this webinar. We've got 3 groups of people actually. In KR Success Coaching, we have myself, right, founder of the company. We have our speaker presenters and our master NLP coaches, Success NLP coaches. We've got that I'm going to be introducing to you momentarily. We also have some individuals like Maricela, who's just joined us here, and a couple other people on here that are actually they're on their final level of our success coaching. They're becoming speaker presenters themselves in the next few months. So we're excited to welcome them on here on our panel. And then we also have some people that have joined pretty recently. Some in some cases have just taken our Success NLP Sales and Leadership Mastery Seminar, and some of them are actually involved in our advanced program. So we're super excited. As you may or may not know, if you're a leader, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a sales professional, this is perfectly designed for you. If you are in real estate, if you are in financial services, if you are in multi-level marketing, if you want to be a good parent, if you want to change the world, if you want to make money, because what's the biggest conversation that most people want to talk about is making money. So who here wants to make more money? Yes, type in more. I want you, we also have Lorena Guzman just joined. I want you to type in yes with an exclamation mark and some dollar signs here on Facebook Live. I want you to type in yes if you want to make even more money. Why do we say even more money? Because we come from abundance, yes? And when we come from abundance, we realize that we don't have any lack and limitation. We just have abundance. So we say even more because we're acknowledging that we already have, and we're going to have even more. Make sense? The mindset. So who here wants to achieve their goals faster, quicker, easier, better, smarter than ever before? So we are super excited. We've got a nice little amazing group of individuals that are going to be sharing some of their wins, their breakthroughs in a moment. So maybe you know a little bit about us as a company. We are a premier success coaching company based in LA, as I mentioned before, and we focus on salespeople, leaders, entrepreneurs. We train New York Life, Bank of America, Century 21, Keller Williams, Remax. We've trained a whole bunch of network marketing companies like ACN, like Herbalife, what's the other one? ACN, Herbalife, Malaluka. I know there's another one that I'm forgetting right now, but many multi-level marketing companies. And then we also work with the mayor's office doing conflict resolution trainings for the city. Who here also feels like the world is in a little bit of a conflict? Yes, right? And maybe we need to learn some ways where we can spread some positivity. Yes, who wants to make a positive change? Yes, drop some 8s in here. Drop some 8s on Facebook if you agree that you think we should all do our part to change the world. So I want you to put in 8s. Yeah, Lorena said yes, dollar sign. She wants to make some money. Yes, for sure. Awesome. All right, so that being said, what I would like to do is we're going to be doing a weekly Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to around 6:45. We're going to do a weekly webinar where we're going to be giving some wisdom, some tools, some learning, that the same learning that we give the Fortune 500 companies. What we find is that many times they're able to get all of that juice, and then everybody else on Facebook, on Twitter, go without. So the reason why we're doing this is because we want to use technology. Yes, we have this amazing technology right in front of us, which is able to connect us all. And with all the negativity that we see, a lot of which is on social media, what we want to do is we want to be different. We want to send a message, a positive message, where we can lift you up, lift me up, and lift up all of us. Make sense? Now, you may be asking yourself, am I in San Francisco? Why the Golden Gate Bridge? I don't know. someone said to me that our coaching is almost like a bridge from our point A to our point B, a bridge from our setting our goals to achieving our goals, right? How many of us have goals that we set that we want to achieve? Yes. And how many of us want to achieve our goals faster, quicker, better, smarter, easier than we've ever achieved before? Yes. So that's what this is about. This program, what we're doing now, and we do, we have 2 seminars every month live in person, but we're doing this webinar using technology to try to, mix it up and engage more people and to be able to give more people an opportunity to change their lives. And of course, we know that you will definitely want to come and see us. This opportunity is about getting us from our point A, where we set goals, to achieving our goals. Getting us to take these things, these goals, this intention that we have, into manifestation. How many of us want to become master communicators? Say yes, drop a yes in there. Say yes. We got, by the way, welcome to the call, Sam Lutz just joined, and Christine Wilson just joined, and Dharma just joined. Yes, aha. Laura Dharma loves it. Yeah, so that's what this is all about. So the Golden Gate Bridge is about a bridge, right? To take us from our point A to point B, to take us from setting goals to achieving goals. So our goal is to share wisdom with us, with you, with all of us, where we get to elevate our conversation. Who is excited about that? All right, so drop some hearts right now and drop some fire bombs, because I'm going to introduce to you, by the way, did I say my name? This is Kaya Redford. Nice to meet you all. I'm a Success NLP trainer for Fortune 500 companies. And I also like to introduce to you to our coaching team. All of them have the highest certifications in our program. They also have other amazing businesses. They're all leaders of their industry. They're also speaker presenters, certified speaker presenters with our academy. And each one of them also has their Success NLP Master Coaches. So I'm going to share a slide real quick with y'all. I believe I've got this right, hopefully. No, cancel. Okay, nah, I'm not sure. I'm going to not share that right now, because, or maybe I can do that. Different slide. Here we go. Slideshow.
I think it slipped sliding away
Yes,
from
can you all see the slide? Can you all see the slide? Say yes if you can see it, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've got myself, Kaya Redford. We are a accredited institute of NLP, which we're going to get into what that is momentarily. And we're also an accredited institute of timeline therapy. It's 2 specific techniques that we use to transform lives. As many of you know, or you've heard of Tony Robbins, right? Most of us have heard of Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is a very huge proponent on NLP. He calls it neuroscience. So what he does is he does a lot of those transformational seminars that he does. And what we do is we teach people actually, and we certify people in the technique. So we're a very good complement to his programs. And also, I want to introduce you to our amazing Success NLP Master Coaches. We have on the left, you're going to be hearing from him shortly. We got the amazing, incredible, one-of-a-kind Jeff McGrail. And Jeff, by the way, is an attorney. And he's also a Success NLP Master Coach. He's also an actor. And he's also a host. He does a lot of red carpet events and hosting with celebrities. He's just an all-around great guy. And he also loves saying, yippee, yippee. We also have Sean Arnold. Now, Sean is also an attorney. Wow, we started with 2 attorneys. How about that, right? Sean has her own book factory company. So she helps people write, publish, and release their books. She's an amazing speaker like none other. She goes on stage with Les Brown. As many of us know, Les Brown is one that I would say the top 3 to 5 speakers in the world. So she shares the stage with him. We're actually, Sean and I are going to be speaking in Boston with Laura Langmeyer, Bill Walsh, with Sharon Lecter, which is the co-author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad with Robert Kiyosaki. So Sean is just an amazing person, big heart, and another one of our Success NLP Master Coaches. Then we have another person I'm going to be introducing you to is Dave Patty. Now, Dave Patty, why I'm so excited about Dave is Dave is a top producer at Century 21 Showcase in Highland. He's going to share his story. I'm not going to take away his thunder. I'll let him share that with you. But Dave is he's a legend for the things that he's accomplished in our program, and he's also a Success NLP Master Coach. All of them are on here are speaker presenters and our Success NLP Master Coaches. Then we've got Ms. Veronica Larrea. Many of you probably know her if you're in the city of Los Angeles in California. Miss Veronica is a former VPO of Century 21 All-Stars, which back in 2012 became #1 producing office worldwide out of over 17,000 offices. She's a global strategist. She's an amazing woman, a mother. She's got, she has her own office now that she's running in the city of La Habra called Excellence. And isn't that interesting? We call it excellence because when you think about it, NLP is the study of human excellence. And what we teach is the study of human excellence. And now she's got an office under the Excellence brand. She does amazing things. She's also a Success NLP Master Coach. And then finally, we've got Jeff Stoffel. Jeff Stoffel is the owner of Century 21 Showcase, where Dave Patty is a top producer. And Jeff is that leader that it's kind of hard to put in words. You know, he runs an office with, I think, close to 100 agents or more. It might be more, it might be less, so right around there. It takes an amazing leader to be able to run an operation like that. They have the real estate side, the mortgage side. So we have a very strong influence with real estate. We also trained New York Life in Greater Pasadena, and they became #1 New York Life in the Greater Pasadena, Tigran Basmajian's office in 2016. Much to do with their greatness, and then also the coaching that we've done with them. So we train all these different companies. So I want to give an opportunity for you to meet these amazing people, because it's not just me, it's me and this amazing group of leaders. So what I'm going to do is, and we'll talk about NLP a little bit after, sharing with you a quick lesson, something that you can learn, something that you can take away today. We're going to be sharing that with you momentarily. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to turn it over to which speaker presenter would like to go first? Raise your hand if you'd like to go first. So let's go with Sean. So we're going to spotlight. I'm going to unmute Sean first. He's unmuted. And we're going to spotlight Sean. And she's going to share a little bit about her story with NLP.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to KR Success Coaching. I'm very excited to be here with you this evening to chat with you very briefly about why I love NLP so much. As Kaya told you, I am managing partner of a law firm. I teach business law for the University of Phoenix at the undergrad and the graduate level. Trust and believe I am a very busy person, but I take the time to pour into KR Success Coaching because it has poured so much into me. Just at a threshold level, NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, is the language of humanity. It is the study of human excellence. NLP tells us all about the relationship between our neurology, the way that we think, and our linguistics, the way that we speak to ourselves and to other people, and that internal programming that we have that speaks to us at the unconscious level. And sometimes we find that our goals are not matching what's going on inside, and we get stuck. And that is exactly what happened to me. Years ago, when the economy turned south, I wound up out of a job. And I tried to start my own business at that time, and I found myself stuck. And it was only through the operation of Neuro Linguistic Programming. Fortunately, I'm a lifelong student. NLP taught me. Mary Lamborn is on with us this evening, and she was my partner in Master. We worked on our value systems together, and it was through our value system that I was able to realize why I was stuck. You see, I was a baby bird for 20 years. They were feeding me. I would get this check. I didn't spend the last check. So I didn't worry about money. I didn't have to have a value conversation with clients. They knew who I was. They knew my value. I was on the 45th floor. But when I lost that job and I was in a position where I had to start building my own enterprise, I was still, in my mind, I was that baby bird, that employee mentality. Well, I was in the space of an employer. And I have to tell you, that created a disconnect in me that was so strong, it made me absolutely non-functional. It was neuro-linguistic programming that got me back on my feet. And that is the reason why I just keep coming back again and again. I said to myself, I will be my own test subject. And if NLP can't help me, I don't want anything to do with it. And guess what? NLP helped me. So I'm here to give you what NLP gave to me. Come on down and see us. Kaya?
That is amazing, Sean. Thank you. Thank you. We love you. That was amazing. I'm going to, still kind of learning this technology. Who'd like to go next? Actually, let me see if I can change the speaker.
I think I saw Jeff Stoffel's hand up.
All right, hold on. Here we
Mr.
go.
Century 21.
All right, so I'm the next feature.
What do you hear from Jeff?
Yep.
I hear feature Jeff Stoffel.
That's good. While I still have some light in the room, that's really a good thing. Sean was very eloquent the way she described her experience in NLP. Mine was similar, but yet very different. I've owned a company for over 30 years now, and my passion is to help people make money, help people succeed, help people improve their life. And my focus has always been, if I can make my agents and my employees, staff, if I can help them be better people, then I will have amazing employees that have happy home lives, and they're going to be more productive, and I'll also get benefits and rewards. So my passion is to introduce the agents to new experiences, new tools, and I was so thrilled when I discovered Kaya and NLP. I had been exposed to NLP from some other sources, but nowhere near this level. And Dave, one of my top agents, will share with you his story. But it just changes lives. It's changed my life. And we start from a personal level. You make massive, amazing changes in your personal life, and then it flows over into your business life. And I've seen it happen numerous times in my office. Just today, this morning, one of my agents that's been a little resistant to some of the new ideas, she came up to me and said, "Thank you." And I said, "Oh my gosh, what for?" Kind of took me off guard. And she said, I had a call that was normally would have turned in and erupted to a horrible yelling situation. And my husband, when I hung up, said, "My gosh, what's wrong with you, woman? What was going on? That was just so smooth and so easy. There was no yelling. There was just good communication." So and she told him that, well, it's from working with Jeff on the NLP that I'm finally getting it. And so it's the communication, the art of communication. So there was an example of it made her home life better, just that one simple little thing. So there's so many things I could share with you. I don't have time for this one. Kind of one of my fun ones early on that got me sold on the power of NLP was a simple 10-minute process. I used to drink 3 to 4 32-ounce Diet Cokes every single day and had for over 20 plus years. And in 10 minutes, that desire, compulsion, need, addiction, whatever you want to call it, it went away. And still to this day, it's been almost 4 years, I've not had a sip of any soda whatsoever. But more importantly, I don't have any desire. And what that told me is it was really a metaphor for that if my brain and me is that freaking powerful that I can do that, then I can do anything. And I can help other people accomplish anything. The key is it's a do with, not a do to. So I had to be embraced it. I had to open it and I had to be receptive to it. And I had to give it a shot. And that's the biggest challenge most people have. They have that negative self-talk where they say, well, that's not for me. You know, that's, they've drank the Kool-Aid. I got to tell you, this is the best Kool-Aid that I've ever had. And I've been through all sorts of different training programs. And the reason this is awesome is you get to have the control. You get to do what you want to do. And you can apply this to all aspects to your life, and you're going to have amazing results. And if you just invest a little of your time to join us, I think you will just be amazed at what you can do, that you can do. And I appreciate everything that Kaya has done and the program, and that's also why I keep coming back. You know, I've got lots of other things like everybody does. We all have other activities, but this is important to share. And there's one last note is it's really kind of interesting. Went to a training this week in San Diego, took a bunch of my agents to. I wanted to expose them to a little different kind of class, something that I had seen before, and I just wanted to share that with him. And I found it was fascinating that he was embedding many of the NLP concepts and statements and hypnotic language and even embedded commands into his real estate presentation. So I thought, wow, this is fantastic. This is reinforcing what I've been teaching in my office. And a lot of the agents were excited. They said, wow, this is great. So it's fantastic. You'll enjoy it. You'll get the amazing benefits. Back to you, Kaya. Well, hi, Kaya. You look more like... Hi, Sean. You look more like Sean than Kaya. That's okay. What's that on your back behind you, Sean? Oh, he muted
Kaya,
you.
you're muted.
That
Turn
is
mic on. There you
a
go.
dream catcher.
Yeah, I'm live now. I just want to make sure that everybody could hear Jeff Stoffel. So let's send some hearts. Let's post some hearts here for Sean, and let's send some fire bombs for Jeff Stoffel for what he shared. And by the way, if you have any questions for Sean, or if you have any questions for Jeff, in the comment section here on Facebook Live, what I want you to do is type in @Sean, that's SHAUNE, or you can type in @Jeff, Jeff S, because it's Jeff Stoffel, and then you can ask any questions to either one of them that you'd like to ask. Does that make sense? So @Sean or @Jeff, ask a question. I'm sure you have a question. I want you to come up with a question that you have for Sean, and I want you to come up with a question that you have for Jeff, okay? That being said, let's go over to Dave Patty. In a moment, I'm gonna unmute Dave, and I'm gonna showcase Dave. Take it away, Dave.
Hello. Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here. NLP's changed my life. My life before NLP was like a roller coaster. It was up and down in one extreme or the other. And that's when I saw people around me that have a great life. And I would tell myself they had something that I didn't have. There was some reason that their life was going easier, or that they had some special benefit. And it was always a reason why I couldn't have what I wanted. And you know, when you have a grasshopper, if you put him in a jar, you put a lid on it, he'll only jump up so high. And he'll hit the lid each time. And as he hits the lid, he learns he can't get out. Well, after a few times of hitting the lid, he won't jump that high anymore. And you can take the lid off and you can see he won't even jump out of the jar. And that's kind of where I was at in my life. I had settled in my life, and I thought, well, you know, hey, I'm 52 years old. Let's go ahead and bring it home here for the team and see if we can't wrap this life up. And I was kind of settling into it. And that's when I ran into KRC Success Coaching. And it changed my life. It was a wonderful thing. Everything in my life changed. Most of the time when I get a time to talk about how it's changed my life, we end up talking about the money aspect. I was making about $24,000 when I started. This year I'll make between $200,000 and $225,000 just with what I've got in escrow right now. So it has changed my life in that way, in a great way. But you know what I've always wanted to talk about is the other things that you get. It's how, you know, we're so much more than just our work life. You know, there is so many more things in life other than work. And that's what it changed for me. When I went to NLP, I was hoping for maybe to help me with just my career. And I had no idea it would take and change every aspect of my life. Every single second of my life is better now because of NLP. And for that, I'm grateful for that. And I wish that for everyone. And so the way that it's changed my life for me is I had made a lot of rules for myself, saying I was never doing this again, never doing that again. And NLP came in and showed me how to deal with limiting decisions, negative beliefs, things like that. Really changed my life. I'm now happily married. I've got a brand new home. We've just got a new car. One of my greatest successes lately is that I just lost 40 pounds. And so NLP can do a lot of things for you. And I hope that if you have any questions, if there's anything I can tell you, I would tell you, please try and look into this training. It's a fabulous thing. It's good. And back to Mr. Kaya. You're muted.
Kaya, you are muted out.
Can y'all tell I'm figuring this out? Mute, unmute, mute, unmute, mute, unmute. What I was saying, by the way, Facebook family, I want you to go, wow, to 25,000 or 24,000 to 225,000. I want you to go, wow, fire bombs. Comment in there, fire bombs. Give the round of applause to Dave Patty. Everybody give a round of applause. Yeah, all of us. Yeah, come on now. Yeah. Because that, by the way, that's a top producer in real estate. I think Veronica will share a little bit. I know I'm going to have probably Veronica go after Jeff McGrail, but Veronica's going to share what is a top producer, because she ran an office for quite some time where she got the experience of training top producers. And I think $150,000 or more qualifies you as a top producer. So that's a major transformation. So if you have any questions for Dave Patty, I want you to type in @Dave, @Dave on here on Facebook. And I'm going to be checking the comments momentarily so that we can pose a question for Dave. So let's now go to the amazing, the incredible Jeff McGrail. Let me focus. Let me unmute him. Here, unmute. And then spotlight to Jeff McGrail. There you go, Jeff.
Hi, everyone. Just a couple of quick minutes to tell you about my experience with NLP and timeline therapy. I met Kaya at a business luncheon that he spoke for about 10 minutes, and I found the talk so intriguing. It was just like 10, maybe 15 minutes. And one of the goals of my life has always been to be the best me that I could be. Sometimes I let that goal slip away, but other times I really focus on it. And I thought, well, this is one of those times. And what I initially went in for was to stop procrastinating. There's something that I could get done. I did pass the bar, so it's not like I can't do anything. But I found myself procrastinating about things that I didn't find that interesting and stuff. I knew I had to do, but I wouldn't do them. And that procrastination to motivation chaining anchors exercise, which probably took, or program probably maybe half an hour or something like that, just completely turned my life around. And now I don't have that issue. It's really a big deal for me. I always thought that from that little boy that I was, you know, growing up in school, I couldn't shut up in class. I couldn't, I did okay because I fortunately was blessed with a little bit of smart, but I was always either my desk was touching the desk or my desk was in the back of the room, separated from everybody. And even then I would sneak up and crawl up behind somebody's desk and try to talk to them. And so that guy is who I've always sort of been, although you get better at it. You get, a little more control of things. And when I got to NLP, I found out, hey, I can pick and choose. I can make changes. In my value system, I found that organization was nowhere in my value system. So I moved values up to just number 6 in my values for business. And all of a sudden I had this great desire to organize everything. And I got all of almost 10 years of paperwork, all filed away, all in separate files, everything organized. And it was fun. It wasn't like, oh boy, I got to do this now. All of a sudden I just had a desire to do it. So it's that kind of thing. You can pick and choose. What do I want now? What would work for me now? Maybe I'll move organization up really high and get everything organized, and then I can move it back a little bit to dial it back a bit. But that and timeline therapy, just shockingly powerful and quick. And I've seen such great transformations in people getting rid of negative beliefs, negative emotions that have been plaguing them, and they don't know why. And within a matter of minutes, you release all those things and you can be a much more healthy person. So I jumped on board, took the first weekend, and I was intrigued by that. And I've just kept going all the way through the whole process. And it's really made a difference, a huge difference in my life. Kaya, back to you.
All right. There you go. I'm still figuring this out. There you go. We are back and you can hear me this time. Smooth transition. I'm loving this. By the way, I feel like maybe I want to take a dip in this ocean because, Veronica is dynamite. And I know Veronica has a lot to share with you. So we're going to turn it over to Veronica. Many of you probably know Veronica because we have about 300, 400, 500 mutual friends. She's very well known in real estate, global strategist. So let's take it away, Veronica.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be here. It's getting darker here in the city of La Habra, and I'm just happy to be part of this amazing group of coaches. One of the things that I have to tell you is it's been not only a pleasure, but a blessing to have been able to be students together as in the classroom. And also we became coaches together as a pack. So my heart is full of joy today because I get to see everybody that study with me together in the classroom. Jeff Stoffel, he is just an amazing mentor. And Dave Patty, Sean Arnold, Jeff McGrail, and our fearless leader, which is Kaya Redford. So how I got involved in NLP, it was very interesting because I was in the middle of finishing my MBA in Pepperdine. And in those days, my broker owner was Joe Biascusa, and he gave me a sticky note, just like this, and said, give this guy a call. And about 3 times he put it on my hand, and I kind of ignored it. How many of you guys have just gone through life and you're just busy, your phone, your appointments, you're getting all these emails and texts about the appraisal, the loan contingencies. So we get super busy that we tend not to be present. But on that day, I remember that the sticky note came back to my hand 3 times. And from that sticky note, you guys, I went through all the levels of NLP. The Sales Illusion Mastery is my favorite one because that's where I got introduced to NLP. I got introduced to the way of communicating with another human being. And advanced certification was my other favorite one because we get to hear so many things, so many stories about other people, how they do and how they actually, increase their business and they increase the way that family comes together. And then mastery, the master prac is another one of my favorite ones. And those programs are very, very, how can I say it? You have to be dedicated. You have to be dedicated because it takes a lot. It takes a lot from our own families, from our support system. It takes a lot on us because remember, we are professionals. You know, we're 24/7 real estate agents, lenders, sales reps. And the final is the speaker presenter. Now, between all those fours, every single program, it has my favorite parts here and there. But for me, sales and issue mastery is where I woke up, in a sense that I was disintegrated. Part of me wanted to, you know, be more present at home. In those days, I rarely spent, you know, time with my kids and at home. And part of me wanted to continue in my career, continue traveling, continue being away from the house. So I was torn. So I'm sure you can relate to it. You know, part of you wants to be a top producer, but part of you don't want to lose your freedom, right? Or part of you want to be a super, super top producer in a female version, but yet you have children and you feel torn. So when you're at home, you're constantly thinking about work. You know, you're always constantly on your phone, you're retrieving messages, you're answering to the client's questions, and the kids are in front of you. And sometimes you are at the office and your mind goes straight to the house. You know, how is the kids doing? Let me call the kids. So we're 50% present at home and we're 50% present at work. So we're disconnected and, you know, don't fulfill the roles 100% in any of them. So I had that issue back in the heydays. And values, the hierarchy of values to me was a way to understand myself, what drives me. And until I went through that, and again, you know, I have heavy education from different universities, including Pepperdine, but until I went through the module, which is called values, it was such an awakening for me to actually take my private life from where I was to where I am today. And I have to tell you guys, if I had to do it all over again, I will not change a single part of how I did it. It's attending the classes, being present, doing the exercises, and just being fearless. You know, it takes sometimes a little bit of hesitation to enroll, but it's like anything else. You know, I have gone through many seminars, just like Jeff Stoffel shared. You know, we went to the Mike Ferry, the Tony Robbins, everything. And one thing that I noticed was that I had the need to come back to the seminars every year because, you know, it's either it comes from here and it goes from the other year. But then I noticed one thing when I was in NLP, it actually not only integrated right away, but it had a full support system, which is my classmates, my peers, my family. And that's what we have right now at KRSC. We have an ever-growing family between students. Like right now, I'm so excited just thinking about the next class with my speaker presenters. We have Century 21 showcase, you know, by representatives by Dave and Jeff Stoffel. We have Century 21 Masters with Neil Swarsh, amazing students. And we have graduates from our academy that are doing amazing things out there in the real world, like with RE/MAX top producers, with Century 21, Realty Master with JJ Lopez office. We also have the Coldwell Bankers. We have the Keller Williams in Covina. You know, all these lives that in our world, you know, we're very competitive. We also, you know, train Lotus Properties in real estate. We have so many things that we can share. And even though, yes, we are competing in the market, but at the end of the day, we are a single family that dedicates our life. And I'm speaking for the real estate people, to change the lives of our consumers. So for me, it's been nothing but a blessing to be able to have mastered NLP. And I'm going to invite you to come in and give us an inbox, send you a message, and then we'll be happy to send you the registration form and come to the class, get to know us in an even more intimate arena during class. And we'll see you soon. Kaya?
All right. We are back. Wow, look at that. Did we hear from all the speaker presenters? I think we did. I also want to send some love to Maricela. Maricela and her husband, Lucas, are actually agents with Masters. Maricela is representing up in here right now. And Maricela is, and her husband, they are in our speaker presenter program. So they've gone through level 1, which is Success N.L.P Sales and Leadership Mastery. They've gone level 2, which is this NLP certification program, level 3, which is the NLP Master Certification Program, and level 4, which is the Speaker Presenter Training. And for those of you you're listening and you're going, I get it. This has something to do with making money. This is something to do with being better, being a better leader, being a better entrepreneur, being a better sales professional. But I don't even know what they're talking about when they say NLP. What is that? I'm going to be sharing with you that just for the last few moments here. But I also want to acknowledge Chelsea. Chelsea is on here. She's actually, I think, in Australia. And I think she doesn't have enough bandwidth to be seen live. There she is. Is she in Australia? There she is. She's in Australia. So she's one of our students in our practitioner program right now. She's also a coach. By the way, this is very good for coaches, people that are coaches and speakers that want to be even more effective at what you do, or people that want to become a coach or become a speaker presenter. As you know, we train Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Century 21, Keller Williams, RE/MAX, the mayor's office. We work with veterans that have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make sure that I've got the lines muted. We're good. So there's no background noise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a couple things with you guys. By the way, if you have any questions, there's an enormous amount of comments here. Lots of comments here. We've got Eric Zulli, by the way, Easy Way. We got to do it the easy way is also joined us here. Shout out to Eric Zulli. By the way, Eric Zulli is an amazing man who does social media influencers. He helps launch people's brand. He's a connector and he's a man of God. So I have a lot of respect for that man. So who else we've got? So if you've got a question for either Veronica, I want you to say at Veronica, or Jeff McGraw at Jeff, or Jeff Stoffel at Jeff, or at Sean, or at Dave. We also have Gary Yao. Yes, Gary Yao is up here. So Gary is also another agent at Century 21 Masters. And he is, Gary's just Mr. Dynamite. What can I say about Gary? So some of the people that we have on here, you haven't heard from yet. I use the word yet because you will be hearing from them very soon. What we're going to be doing is doing this weekly. We're going to have a featured speaker each week that's going to share some wisdom, and you'll also get an opportunity to meet our second tier of speaker presenters that are on the road to getting certified right now, and you will also get an opportunity to meet our practitioner students and maybe hear from some of their wins and their breakthroughs and their aha moments. But now, what I'd like to do is I would like to teach us a little something just for the last few moments we have with this webinar. We've been hearing this thing called NLP, but we don't know what NLP is, right? We know that Tony Robbins uses it heavily in his trainings. We know that Bill Clinton has been heavily trained in NLP. We know that Oprah Winfrey has been heavily trained. We know Richard Branson. We know all the top Fortune 500 companies will be trained in it. And I'd like for us just to simply understand all it is really is the study of human excellence. So I'm going to share a quick screen here. And I'm going to go over a couple things on it really briefly. First, let's give some love to our amazing master coaches, our amazing Success NLP master coaches who want to meet you. We want to meet you in person. You know, technology is better than nothing, but there's nothing like being at a live event because these trainings is experiential. You've got to experience it. And by experiencing it, meaning being in the room and actually getting a feel for it. So what I'd like to share with you, what is NLP? We actually call it pure precision NLP. NLP stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming. So each time we get together, we're going to teach you something that you can learn, that you can feed your mind, that you can walk away with. So NLP, giving you a definition, is Neuro Linguistic Programming, which is the study of human excellence. Now, put your hand up if you want an actual deeper description of what it is. Yes? Got some hands. I got the coaches putting their hands up too. Yeah, let's get some. Let's get a definition. So what NLP it does is it explores the relationship between three things. And this is going to be a breakthrough for someone watching here right now. By the way, I'm speaking to you. If you're wondering if I'm speaking to you, yes, I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to the one, you. So what NLP illuminates is when you have neuro. So neuro is mindset, how you think. When you have positive thinking, you have power, you have influence, you have the right mindset. So neuro, mindset, how you think. Linguistic, the second piece, linguistic, language, how you communicate, right? What NLP illuminates, when you communicate effectively, you have power, you have influence. There's a reason why the former US President, Ronald Reagan, was called the great communicator. You may know that Ronald Reagan was the first US president heavily trained in NLP. Now, why was he considered the great communicator? Did he just all of a sudden become a great communicator? Was he born with great communication, or did he learn something? He learned something. He learned NLP communication, heavily trained in NLP. So linguistic, language, effective communication. And finally, programming has to do with your behavior, your emotions, your patterns of behaviors, right? So NLP illuminates when my neuro, the way I think, how I think, my linguistic, my language, the way I communicate, and my programming, how I behave, when all of that's aligned, all of that is on the same page, I have power, I have influence. When I walk in the room, people go, who's that guy? When you walk in the room, they feel your energy, they feel your power, they're drawn to you, they don't know why, they see the leader in you, they feel like following your vision because you have, call it charisma, call it presence, call it power, call it whatever it is, truth, call it trust, call it you're aligned, call it you have integrity, whatever you want to call it, you're drawn to that person. Now, there's a flip side. With every single thing, there's a flip side. The flip side is this. NLP also illuminates when my mindset is negative. In other words, when my mindset is riddled with fear, riddled with worry, riddled with doubt. I doubt myself. I doubt my achieving my goal this year. I'm not confident I'll ever lose the weight because I keep gaining and losing, gaining. I'm not confident that I'll ever be financially free because I've been working at this for 40, 50 years or 30 or 20 years. I'm exhausted and I'm no further ahead now than I was when I started. I'm not confident in my ability to become a multimillionaire or whatever my goal is. If I have any worry, any doubt, any fear, or if I have any negativity, like if I have that voice in my head that is that tells me things that life is hard, or I suck, or I'm not good, I'm not smart enough, I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not handsome enough, I'm not capable enough, I'm not a good communicator, or I'm not a good mom, I'm not a good dad. All that stuff, that story, that mindset, if I have any bad mindset, it's going to interfere with me being able to create results, right? Number two, linguistic, language. If my communication isn't good, if I lack effective communication, or I'm not confident in my communication, or maybe my communication is good, but I keep communicating about my problems all day long. I keep communicating about what I don't have. I keep communicating my anger, my frustration with my results, with my life, with my reality. Guess what? That communication is focusing me on what I don't have, and that's going to give me more of what I don't have, what I don't want, right? So communication, I like us to think of your communication as steering your ship. Whatever you talk about, you bring about. So effective communication. If our communication is not talking about what we want and focuses on what we don't want, we're going to have problems. Does that make sense? Finally, programming. Programming is behavior. If our behavior doesn't match our words, if we say we're going to get up at 6 a.m., we're going to go to the gym, we're going to be the first person at the office, we're going to make money, we're going to hustle, we're going to prospect, and we don't actually do that behavior. We say we're going to eat the right food, but guess what? We're in Carl's Jr. or we're in the line for a fat burger, and we're eating just fat. our behavior is contradictory to what we're saying that we want to lose weight. Our behavior, if we're at 9 o'clock in the morning, we're still in bed, exhausted, and we're saying we're supposed to get out there and hustle and make money, and our behavior is we're sleeping till noon and we're exhausted, our behavior doesn't match our words, right? So what we've learned is if our behavior does not match what our goals are, then we're not going to get there. So what NLP illuminates is neuro, how we think is critically important. Linguistic, language, how we communicate is critically important. Programming, how we behave is critically important. And if we have all three of those on the same page, we have power, we have influence. Life will be amazing. And if we have all of those in a negative direction or not aligned or disconnected, we're going to struggle and life is going to be difficult. Make sense? So that's pretty much the definition. So we wanted to teach that to you. So maybe your breakthrough is, you know what, something came up in what Kaya just said. Maybe it's my mindset. Maybe it's my communication that could get better. Maybe it's my behavior. I constantly say I'm going to do something and I don't do it. So maybe that's your breakthrough in one of those three, or maybe all three. And the question is, when would now be the time for you to address that? You came here for a reason. We all came here for a reason, to be amazing, to be the, you know, the unstoppable, the powerful, the you that can be anything you want to be, that can do anything you want to do, that can have anything you want to have. And sometimes what we just need to do is we need to get out of our own way. And how do we get out of our own way? We learn and we evolve. We're either growing or we're dying. We're either growing or we're dying. And if we're not growing, guess what? Slowly, we're dying. Make sense? So what it also does, NLP, in our coaching, we have our entry-level program called SUCCESS N.L.P, Sales and Leadership Mastery, where you learn how to make more money, learn how to be a better leader, better entrepreneur, better sales professional. What that does is it gives you even more focus. It gives you even more self-confidence. It gives you power to make good decisions. By the way, if you're liking some of these benefits, if you want even more focus, I want you to type in, yes, I want even more focus. If you want even better self-confidence, I want you to type in, yes, even more self-confidence. If you want to make power to make good decisions, if you want even better direction, if you want the ability to create wealth, if you want higher productivity, if you want to learn how to be an effective communicator, if you want to learn how to end procrastination, if you want to have success in almost any area of your life, that's what this is about. Okay? So what we're going to be doing next Thursday is we want to invite you to have this conversation with us. Each week, we're going to be sharing some wisdom with you. We're going to start a movement using this amazing technology that we have here. And you're going to be able to share this. This is totally free for you guys, totally free. And through this process, what we hope is that you set an intention to take your life to another level. Now, for somebody watching right now, life is a struggle. Now, you want to end that struggle and you want to take your life to a place where it's never even been before. For some of us here, life is just okay. You know, it's just, you know, we're comfortable. Nothing, not really too great, not really too bad. It's just status quo. It's just here. And you know you came here to do more, to have more. And for some person or some people on here, you are already ultra successful. Maybe you're making $500,000 a month. Maybe you're making $1 million a month. Maybe you're making 100 grand a month, and you think that's damn pretty good. And we applaud that. That is great. But you also know that you can take it 1 or 2 notches higher. That's what this conversation is about. Okay. So we have our training coming up, SUCCESS N.L.P Sales and Leadership Mastery, which is our level 1 program. And that's coming up on December 9th and 10th here in Pasadena, California. And then what we're going to be doing is in 2018, we're going to take your life to the next level. By the way, do you realize that 2018 has already begun? 2018 has already begun. Because if you're waiting for 2018 to start, for you to get started in 2018, you're already 3-4 months behind. Most top leaders have already completely got their 2018 business plan already set in stone, and they're waiting to knock it out of the park now. They're doing it now. They're taking that, they're hitting the home run now, so they have a momentum as the year ends and going into 2018. So we love you guys. We're excited to be on here next week. You may be hearing from Dave Patty. You may be hearing from Sean Arnold. We'll be posting who you'll be hearing from and kind of the topic they'll be talking about. We may be hearing from Jeff Stoffel or Veronica Larrea or Jeff McGrail. You might even be hearing from me. And for you to be able to contact us, get a hold of us, our website is krsuccess.com, www.krsuccess.com. And if you want to reach us by phone, if you have any questions, go ahead and contact us at 844. That's a toll-free number, Pure NLP, NLP, which is 844-787-3657. That being said, guys, I want to acknowledge all of you for being on here. We're super excited. We've got this amazing group of people who's changing their lives. If you have any questions, more questions, what I want you to do is I want you to post a comment here. If you have a question for me, Kaya, or at Jeff Stoffel, or at Jeff McGrail, or at Dave Patty, or at Sean Arnold, or if you have any general question you want to reach the company directly, you have the phone number. I think that's it. Let's finish with one or two words of wisdom from each of the speaker presenters. I'm going to go with Sean first. One or two words of wisdom to end tonight's call. I'm going to showcase you, Sean.
One or two words of wisdom. Thank you, Kaya. Gee, get down here. That's all I can say. Are you looking to have a better life? Are you looking to figure out where the disconnect is in your life? NLP will show you exactly where it is, and NLP will show you exactly what to do about it. We look forward to seeing you on December 9th and 10th.
Awesome. All right, let's go with Dave Patty. Hold on, let me find Sean so I can mute Sean. So Sean, can you mute yourself? Okay, I just muted you. Okay, here we go. Let's go with Jeff Stoffel, because I've got Jeff handy right here.
You guys are worth it. You deserve it. Just take the action. You're going to love the results.
Awesome. All right. Let's go with Jeff McGrail.
Okay, well, what I would say is ask yourself, when is now the time to make those changes in your life to really achieve the life that you want and be the person that you want? It's very exciting, and you're worth it.
Yes. Let's have some fun. Should we go with let's go with Veronica. All right, let me unmute you, Veronica. Hold on, unmute. All right, Veronica, you're up.
All right. Well, just a couple of nuggets out there. If you are already looking at your business plan today and you are behind, this is the reason why you must come to the class. Not only you're going to be at plan by the end of the year, making up for all the lost time with new behaviors, new installations from the academy that are very, very useful for your future. And even for those of you guys that are at a plan. So you made a plan, a business plan as of today, and you're good. However, you haven't superseded your plan. See the difference? So you're a plan, which is great. But also we want to teach you how to even put goals on top of those mini goals so you can actually double your production like one of our coaches, Dave Patty, did. So I'm inviting you to come and meet us in person at the Academy. That is December 9 and 10. Come and join us and let's work on those business plans. Kaya?
Yes, awesome. Let me get to you, Veronica. We muted. Okay, perfect. Let's go to Dave Patty. Unmuted Dave. There you go, Dave. Spotlight on Dave Patty.
Well, be all you can be. This is a place to learn to improve your life. And so, what does your life look like a year from now when you're achieving all you want, achieving your goals? Let's make that happen for you. Come on in.
Awesome, awesome. Okay. I think still kind of figuring this out, mute. All right. Let's go back to gallery view. Okay, you guys. So what are we going to do next week? This time next week, next Thursday, we have 2 lessons coming up over the next 2 weeks. One of them is going to be the secrets to goal achieving. Who would like to learn what is the secrets to achieving your goals? Who'd like to learn what all the successful people do that always achieve their goals? And what are the mistakes that unsuccessful people make when they don't achieve their goals? Right? I'd like you to type in goals. You want to learn the secrets to goals. I want you to type in on Facebook Live. I want you to type in goals and show us that you want us to share that lesson with you. Goals. The week after that, what we're going to do is the 10 steps to getting the yes. The 10 steps to communication and influence. Who here on Facebook Live would like to learn what are the 10 steps to getting the yes in your business and in your life? To get more people to say yes to you and take action so that you can make the amount of money that you want to make. And I'm not suggesting, I think Veronica Larrea may be teaching that. I don't know, just someone, I just heard a bird say something about Veronica and the 10 steps to getting the yes. So we've got 2 amazing weeks coming up of lessons. And we also encourage you to contact us to get your seats reserved for you and your partner. Contact our office for the December event because we are packing the room. And by December, we probably will be already, by November, already sold out. So over the next 3 weeks. By the way, finally, what I'd love for you to do is share this video. Share this video with people that you feel like you want to elevate. Yes? Awesome, you guys. So I think that's it. We kind of went a little over. We got started a little late. Technology was our friend for the first 5 or 10 minutes. Tune in each week. We'll be going live around 6 to 6:05, usually by the time the webinar streams to Facebook. So between 6 and 6:05 is when we will actually go live on Facebook Live. And if you ever want to find the link, you can always come to my wall, Kaya Redford, or you can actually go to one of the other speaker presenters' wall, whether it's Dave Patty, Jeff Stoffel, Sean Arnold, Jeff McGrail, or Veronica Larrea. All right, you guys, we send you love. And remember, it's about getting from where you are now to where you want to go, from point A to point B. We love you guys.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. High five.
Bye. We'll see you in December.
See you in December. All right. Stop live stream.